Oh my God, it's been over 2 months since Sean Diddy Combs got locked up without bail. And honey, this drama train just keeps on rolling. When he first got arrested, his legal team tried to flex with a mind-blowing $50 million bond, like that's I own multiple islands kind of money. But the judge wasn't having any of it, and let me spill why. The prosecution came in hot, serving more tea than a British afternoon social. They weren't just worried about Diddy pulling a Houdini, they were spilling about potential witness tampering. And just when you thought it couldn't get any juicier, hold on to your designer bags because this story just took a turn that'll make your head spin. Some insider sources, and trust me, these aren't your regular bathroom gossip sources, are whispering that Diddy himself, yes, the Diddy, allegedly approved a $50 million bribe. I'm literally clutching my pearls just telling you this. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. The judge didn't just say no, they apparently flipped the script in a way that has everyone's jaws on the floor and their wigs snatched. Now everyone and their Instagram followers knows about those serious accusations the feds slapped on the bad boy boss. But Diddy and his designer-suited legal team, they're singing "He's Innocent" like it's their favorite karaoke song. Meanwhile, our boy Diddy is living his worst life in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and darling, let me tell you, this is not one of his luxury penthouses, the MDC. It's literally infamous for conditions that would make even a reality show contestant cry. His legal dream team has been working harder than a personal trainer in January, pulling every trick in their Gucci bags to get him out. But they've struck out 3 times. Can you believe it? 3 different judges, 3 different thank you next moments. The prosecution team is serving looks and serving justice. They're not backing down 1 inch in their Louboutins. Their argument, honey, it's simpler than a basic smoothie, but more devastating than a breakup text. They're saying Diddy's not just a danger to the community, he's got more connections than a LinkedIn influencer and enough money to make problems poof, disappear. And let's be real, when you're dealing with someone who's been running the music industry longer than TikTok has existed, that's a pretty solid point. But just when everyone thought this story was getting as predictable as a Hallmark movie, boom! These whispers about a $50 million bribery attempt started spreading faster than a viral dance challenge. At first, people were rolling their eyes harder than a teenager at family dinner. But then, plot twist, the court suddenly announced Diddy was getting another bail hearing, his 4th shot at freedom. The speculation is running wilder than a toddler on sugar. Let me paint you a picture of that courtroom scene. It was packed tighter than sample sale at Saks. And get this, Diddy was actually in good spirits, like suspiciously good spirits. The moment he spotted his 17-year-old twin daughters, his whole face lit up like a Christmas tree with extra sparkle. It was actually kind of precious if you ignore the whole, criminal charges situation. His lawyers strutted into that courtroom like they were walking a fashion runway, serving up a fresh proposal that would make your head spin faster than a DJ's turntable. We're talking $50 million bail bond. That number keeps popping up like a persistent X, and moving Diddy from that nasty detention center to a fabulous 3-bedroom apartment on the Upper East Side. Like, are we dealing with criminal charges or house hunting on $1 million listing? They even promised 24/7 security to keep him from playing hide and seek with the law. But the prosecutors? Oh honey, they were not having it. They shut that down faster than a celebrity marriage in Vegas. They basically said, streets? What streets? He needs to stay right where he is. And then they started spilling more tea than a Boston Harbor party about his behavior behind bars. Apparently he's been acting just as manipulative as my ex during a breakup. The real gag? They're saying Diddy's been trying to reach out to potential witnesses, including some of his alleged victims. Like, sweetie, read the room. The prosecutors were basically screaming, if he's pulling strings from inside like a puppet master, imagine what he'll do outside. It's giving very much mob boss meets music mogul energy, and not in a cute way. But wait, because Diddy's lawyers weren't about to let the feds steal all the spotlight. They came back swinging harder than a wrecking ball, claiming the feds played dirtier than a mud wrestling match by seizing privileged attorney-client materials from his jail cell. The nerve, the audacity, the drama. Everyone's wondering, did Diddy really have a witness list in his cell? Or is this just another episode of How to Keep a Mogul Behind Bars, the reality show? Then the prosecution pulled out their trump card like it was the finale of a magic show, that infamous footage of Diddy getting aggressive with Cassie. You know, the one that's been haunting him like that embarrassing photo your mom refuses to take down from Facebook. And speaking of Cassie, word on the street, and by street I mean every social media platform ever, is she's going to be a key witness. The prosecution basically said, this is what happens when Diddy gets mad and we're not taking chances. But Diddy's defense team clapped back harder than a Twitter war, saying there's zero chance of their client getting violent. Like, literally zero. Less chance than me giving up my morning coffee. The tension in that courtroom was thicker than a Kardashian beauty routine. Everyone was on pins and needles, serving more nervous energy than a first date. And then, plot twist that nobody saw coming. The judge actually seemed sympathetic to Diddy. The room started buzzing louder than a beauty salon on prom weekend. While we didn't get a final answer, because apparently judges love keeping us in suspense more than a season finale, the vibe was giving very much Diddy might actually taste freedom energy. Judge Aaron Sabermanin, serving courtroom realness like it's Fashion Week, threw everyone for a loop that had heads spinning. Instead of a simple yes or no, they ordered both sides to come up with detailed proposals about what kind of communication Diddy would be allowed if he got home confinement. Talk about keeping us on the edge of our seats. The final decision got pushed to Monday, but honey, the speculation is hotter than a summer sidewalk. Social media is more divided than a Real Housewives reunion special. Some people are dragging the judge for being more indecisive than me choosing what to wear, while others think those juicy bribery rumors might have something to do with this sudden change of heart. The restrictions they're talking about? Stricter than my mom's curfew rules in high school, limited phone calls, visitor logs tighter than security at the Met Gala, absolutely no witness contact. But let's be real, when you're as connected as Diddy, can any restrictions really keep you in check? The defense is out here trying to convince everyone that home confinement in a luxury Upper East Side condo would somehow be worse than jail. I mean, I've been to the Upper East Side, and honey, that's not exactly punishment. That's where people dream of being punished. But the real question making everyone's perfectly glossed lips quiver is, were those bribery rumors just smoke and mirrors, or is there fire behind all that designer smoke? This whole saga is serving us more drama than all the reality shows combined, and believe me, we are living for every single moment. With the judge's decision coming up faster than a trending hashtag, you know the gossip mill is working overtime. Will Diddy finally taste freedom, or is he going to keep rocking that orange jumpsuit like it's the new black? The critics are all over this case like ants at a picnic. Some saying the judge needs to keep Diddy locked up tighter than my jeans after Thanksgiving dinner, while others think these restrictions are tougher than getting a reservation at that new exclusive restaurant downtown. The defense team's proposals are more detailed than my skincare routine, promising to keep Diddy more contained than my excitement when I see a sale at Sephora. Trust and believe this story is far from over. It's got more layers than a wedding cake and more twists than a pretzel factory. Will Diddy pull off the comeback of the century? Or is justice finally catching up with Bad Boy for life? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button faster than Diddy's lawyers file motions, because this tea is still brewing and it's spicier than your grandma's secret recipe. One thing's crystal clear, this case is giving us more entertainment than a Broadway show, and every new development has us gasping louder than when we see our ex with someone new. The judge's upcoming decision will undoubtedly stir up more drama than a season finale, and the fallout, honey, it could be more monumental than my last breakup. So stay tuned, keep your notifications on, and get ready for the next chapter in this jaw-dropping saga. Because if there's one thing we know about Diddy's legal drama, it's that it's serving more unexpected turns than a soap opera marathon. And that's the piping hot tea for today, served with extra sugar and all the receipts.